Platypus744 is asking, just a fun alternate history. What if the IK rework was more popular in the community poll last year and was made focus? What position would platform be in now and near future? I mean, that's kind of like, I don't know. Like, that's one of those things is like, what would it take, for it to be more popular? I don't know, like, I don't know, like, the hypotheticals, because, like, there's a lot in that, because, like, if the IK rework was more popular across the board, what would lead to that kind of situation to happen? Because, like, would people's mindsets have to be very different for them to prefer IK over performance? Or would it mean that the performance was much better than it, was in that alternate history? Like, it always makes me think, like, what does this alternate reality where people preferred IK more than performance, like, look like? In that alternate, if we assume that, like, Resonite is the same in that alternate, history, and, like, the performance is the same way it was when we made that poll, and IK was the same, and people chose IK over performance, it means that it's the people in that alternate history scenario who have a different mindset, who for some reason, prefer IK over performance. And it's the question of, like, how would that different mindset, like, how would that mindset be different? Like, why did everyone prefer IK over performance? And that's, why it's kind of really hard for me to answer, because I'm like, I don't know what that mindset, like, looks like. I guess the part of it would be that, like, we might have, like, if people would have preferred that, and, like, it would have brought the same amount of people that performance update will bring, we maybe might have been in a better spot, because I think the IK rework would have been done already. Like, that one is not as a big of a chunk of work as performance. Because the performance, like, that is huge. Like, there's a lot of preparatory work, for things. So maybe, like, we would have been, like, in a better spot because we would have gotten there sooner. But also it's kind of moot because, it wasn't the thing that most people, like, preferred. The biggest part was the performance. So I guess it would have made things more, like, it would have made things easier for us to get into a better spot where, like, we removed, like, major sort of blocker for a lot of people. So it's I think that's probably the main part. It's like, if the major blocker for most people was IK, we would have solved it already, and maybe we would be, like, in a better spot. Like, we would have, like, more users, we'd have, like, more funding by this point. But that's not, it's not what it was. So it's kind of like moot in a way.